All had settled in for a long night's rest when who crept in like an unwanted pest?
Santy?
What do you want?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. This week brought to you by I'm Gus.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Barbara. Hello.
Miles.
And Gus. So last week we did something. We had a practical joke that we've been planning for a long time that finally came out. Before we left the old studio down South Austin, we pre-taped podcast 350. And this was probably,
Ages ago.
over a year and a half ago.
It was before
Yeah.
Michael's wedding. That's how long ago.
Yes. And so we pre-taped it, and we thought we're just going to act like it's November 2015. We knew when it would come out, obviously. So we're just going to pretend like it's November 2015 and play it with no context ahead of time. Watching people's reactions while that was playing live was fucking hilarious.
There was mass confusion.
It was
Yeah.
so hard not to engage and not to say anything, just let it unfold and watch the mayhem
People
go
were
down.
like mad about it, right? Or
Some
frustrated?
people were convinced that we had recorded it that week, pretending we were in the past, pretending we were talking about the future. I was like, that's some Inception level shit. Like, I never even thought about that.
You know how you know that wasn't the case is because there's no way in hell you would let them use old cameras to record it.
Yeah, also, like, Michael lost all his muscle mass that he's built over the
Yeah,
last
and his
year.
hair is completely different.
Yeah. And I didn't realize until I was rewatching it that night that Gavin wore the same outfit on that Monday that he wore when we taped
Did
that
he
podcast.
do that on purpose, or does Gavin just not have very
totally
much
did
clothes?
that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's commitment. And like you said, Michael wasn't married yet when we taped that, but he knew they were going to get married. So he wore his wedding ring. He went and got his ring and put it on. We're like, what do you do? He's like, well, when the episode comes out, I'm going to have been married already. So
Sly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that for one of the immersions too. I think the trials immersion we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
It was the one where I was afraid I would break him before his wedding.
It was like a week before.
yeah.
I was like, Lindsay, are you sure you're okay?
Oh,
with
shit. So
this?
that
Like, just fuck him up.
That's crazy to me then. We filmed that podcast before the trials immersion.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we moved in here a year and a half ago, so it had to be like 2 years
I
ago.
can't believe it's only been Jesus Christ.
We wanted to do it for episode 300, but by the
Yeah,
time we
over
thought
a year
about
and a
it,
half.
we were like at 265 or something.
Yeah.
And we thought it's way too close. Like 300 is not that far away. So like, well, let's just push to.
And 400 was too long.
No,
to
it
wait.
might. It was before 265 that we thought about it. Whatever. It was, but it wasn't. It wasn't very far in the future.
Yeah.
So we pushed it way out. We wanted to. So Gavin and Bernie's obviously out of town. Gavin and Michael are not here. But I did want to mention we still do actually have Gavin's burp bag. We were going to open it tonight, but since he's not here, we'll open it next week.
Wait, what?
burp bag.
He on podcast 350, he burped into a Ziploc bag and said, "We'll open this next week and see what it smells like."
Oh.
So we have a bag that he burped in over a year and a half ago.
Do you think it's going to smell like anything at all, or do you think?
I don't know.
No. It
Surely a
definitely
Ziploc
won't.
bag is not that airtight, right?
Also, before he closed it, it probably all escaped.
No, it was pretty good. It was a
man.
pretty good burp into the bag.
You think so?
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do the whole you fart in your hand and cup it and you can
Yeah.
throw it. Like you can do that. That's a thing.
See, if I were him, I would have farted in the bag and then closed it up.
Yeah, but we're not going to smell that.
Yeah.
Why
That's totally-
not?
that's disgusting, Barbara.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
You can't do that on
Gross.
command, right?
You can't.
No, I get.
Can you? Are you saying you can fart on command?
Sometimes. Most of the time.
That's no then.
Then no.
Prove
Not
it.
on command. I'm not going to prove it on Miles, I am a classy lady. I don't know if you know this about me.
Classy lady.
The
with
whole internet knows how classy of a lady I am,
Yeah.
and that I would never do anything inappropriate or manly.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head how many gifs I've seen of you doing this gesture.
At least one today.
Was it like your first week in the office when we did the football video?
Yeah, we did the.
remember that.
We were playing football with the Griff ball that had just come out.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun actually.
Yeah, and
you
I think it was Daniel Fabella who was filming it actually, and he got me doing that behind you guys,
Yeah.
you and Kara and Brian.
Yeah. That was
We were playing
fun.
against you, and we were on the same team,
Fuck yeah, we were.
and we crushed.
As you do. As you do.
I don't know what's going on outside. So, you know, where we are here at Stage 5, there's like an empty lot next door, right? And they set up like
Right.
that drive-in that people can walk up
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
Can anyone
Drive-in
find out?
that
Can
people
anyone
could walk up
that
to.
people drive up to? Can anyone tell me what they're playing tonight? What the movie is? Can y'all look? It's called. Yeah. Well,
called-
I couldn't see. It's Blue Starlight. I don't know if you can look it up online.
Oh, Patrick's like running outside right now.
But
I'll go watch it for 30 minutes.
the reason I'm asking is because, before the podcast, I have a ritual. I go out, I take my poop in the bungalow, drop to deuce. I stepped out of stage 5.
Wait, hold on, wait. You go all the way across the parking lot to the bungalow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
where else
needs
did you go?
privacy.
The bungalow seems way less private than the
There's a locking door.
Yeah, it's like your own
but it's like
individual
there's
stall.
like paper thin walls. It's like you walk in, everybody in the bungalow sees you, go in there for like greater than 30 seconds, and then you walk
But
out.
as opposed to this bathroom where it's just one big room,
But it's
with
like
a bunch of
everybody in there
cracks
is taking
everywhere
a
in the wall.
shit. That is a place of business with a few paper thin walls. I don't know. I
I'm
don't
with
know.
Gus.
That's the only place I go take a dump.
Listen,
Well, there's sound check
the
too.
very few times I have
No,
used the women's restroom for that, it's been terrible and very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because
What,
there's
right
no
here?
in our bathrooms outside. Listen, if you're in the stall and you're sitting there not moving, people know what's going on.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're in the bathroom, people know what's going on.
Yeah, but peeing is way less embarrassing than like I'm making a
Neither
statement.
is embarrassing. My thing is, I don't want to lock eyes with someone who's washing their fucking hands. I don't want to look another employee in the fucking eyes and have them see me with my dump face.
What is your dumb face? What's your dumb face
I'm
look
not
like?
showing you. That's the only reason I go to the bungalow.
Trying to think what mine probably looks like. It's
I
probably
think
like
this is most people's dumb face.
I'd be afraid to be the guy at the sink. Because if it's like I accidentally lock eyes, it's like he thinks I'm looking, but
Why
now
don't
I
you
can't
just-
break my eyes.
Yeah.
Because
Just don't look.
I
Don't
can't
try to
stop.
look through the stall.
Whenever I take a piss here at the bathroom here outside of stage 5, when I go to wash my hands, I don't look at the mirror. I intentionally I look down right at the sink, wash my hands, like my eyes are just like fucking locked down.
that's like a strategy for horror movies. Like you look up and there's gonna be a dead thing just right behind you. Just
Yeah.
like, why are you watching me? Shit!
Feel like a dead turd. We're going
For a
back.
second, I thought it was
So
why
when
you watching
when I
Trauma
walked
shit?
out, the parking lot reeks of weed.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say something, but then I was like, maybe not. Somebody is smoking a lot of pot, or
And it's like super shitty skunk stuff.
Yeah.
That's really funny because I was in the kitchen and Carrie walked in from outside and he goes, "Were you just outside?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Someone's having fun out there." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "It smells like burnt food out there." He goes, "Doesn't smell like that to me." And I was like, "Well, if someone's smoking something, it's dank as shit."
Yeah.
I was taking a friendly shit talking to a person in the stall next to me, and Brian walked in and was like, somebody's smoking weed outside. And I was like, I'm going to check that out as soon as I'm done shitting. And sure enough, somebody was
Officer?
smoking weed outside.
Do you know, have you seen, what are they playing? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't think...
I
not a
was
stoner
expecting
movie.
to say
Stoner
like
film.
Clerks 2 or something. Or Pineapple Express.
Women's competition.
Women's smoking
Sports
competition.
I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is Tuesday night. Whoever told me that, yeah.
Makes
Yeah, it's
no
tomorrow.
sense.
I know.
It's like, oh man,
Monday.
Philadelphia's coming on tonight. Let's smoke. It's a sad movie.
You know-
if you haven't seen it,
That's why we're laughing.
it's a sad movie. I finished like when I graduated.
List.
When I graduated, I was like, oh sweet, or I don't finish some shit. I was like, oh sweet, I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna watch a movie I've never seen before. Oh, a movie about Philadelphia. I wonder what that's about. I'm not gonna look up anything. All right, let's get some pizza and watch it.
What is that movie about?
Tom Hanks has AIDS.
Oh boy.
Spoiler.
Shit! I haven't seen that
Yeah.
movie. Now I can't watch it.
Just be prepared. Like,
For the AIDS.
Oh shit, boy! Man, while we're on the topic, let's watch Rent. Why not? Where everyone has
oh,
it.
that movie sucks.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
pretty
god,
bad.
I want to hear you describe every like sad movie plot in that exact same tone.
Sophie's Choice.
In that character. I haven't seen it.
What's it about?
I don't know. Some,
Barbara, you do it then.
Yo, man, this woman has to choose between her children. One dies.
and she's like, you mean I can't get rid of them both?
Oh,
That's all I had.
There you go.
I actually
Wow.
have never
Random.
seen it, but I mean,
Trying to help.
people know the premise of that movie. I
I have
assume.
no idea. I know nothing about anything that matters.
You really don't know it's like picking between your two children?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the premise of the movie. Yeah, no, I don't know.
No, that is
I don't
premise
know
of
the
the
movie
Sophie's
either.
Choice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I know nothing of value. Like I'm at the point now where I need to buy a car. That is the example I've used for the past 10 years when I describe to somebody what my nightmare scenario is the day where I have to go out and buy a car.
What
But you have a
is
car.
nightmarish about it? Just because I asked, because there are to me there are many nightmarish facets.
Okay.
Nightmarish facets.
Sure. Okay. So,
a long
A,
day.
I'm spineless when it comes to talking to people in business. I'm just like, I'll be like, I want it for $5, and they'll be like, I'm thinking $10, and I go, well, that seems fair. Like that's
Or
what
you
I
negotiate
do.
them up.
Yeah, I'm just like I also know nothing about cars other than like I want one with good mileage, and that one's red, so that's cool. That's my knowledge of cars.
You should ask Aaron.
Is Marquis like a haggler?
He is just like a car expert.
No shit.
I don't know anyone who knows about cars more than he does.
But then I have to go up to another person and be like, "Hey, can you help me? I know nothing about this." And then that's a whole other
No, you should
conversation.
have Aaron buy your car for you, Miles.
Probably.
Send an adult.
Just
And
take
now,
him with
and then
you.
that means I need to sell my old car, and it's gonna be the exact same thing where it's like, I want this much, and the person will be like, I'm gonna give you this, and then I think
here's
to
what you
myself,
do.
well, it is old.
Start higher than you think it's worth, and then let someone negotiate you down.
All right.
if
Well,
it
for
happens.
anybody on Craigslist that wants to buy Suzuki for $1 million, talk to me after the podcast.
Start high. Just go outside in the parking lot.
Oh.
Some women's tennis. Is that what they're watching?
This is some women's sports competition.
Okay.
Women's tennis just sounds like really rough sex.
What? Oh.
Sorry, that's just. I'm gonna just drink this now.
I just thought I would add one in there.
It
Okay.
sounded like Link.
Yeah, I know.
Chat.
Yeah. Thanks, Mariel.
I never heard women make those noises in bed. Is that a thing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a good one. I like
just-
how you did there. Yeah. Okay, good for
No,
you.
this is what Brandon hears. That was it.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Miles, I'm not sure if you're clapping or also saying.
It was
this
the
is what
sex
Brandon-
sound.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was clapping. So I feel I keep meaning to mention this, and I've been meaning to mention it for a few weeks now, and I keep forgetting. This is a bit of housekeeping news. We are getting rid of the M4A version of the podcast. We're going to be going to the MP3. I think I mentioned it already. I've written a journal on the website about it before. Just Apple doesn't support enhanced audio podcasts anymore. So
Damn fruit.
yeah, we're using old software to put it together, so we just can't anymore. So I don't think it worked for anyone anyway. I think the link dump didn't work. It hasn't worked for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're going back to MP3. It's the future. Thanks, Apple.
Deal with
Teasing
it.
us. My hair looks good.
It does. That
I
sweater
keep
looks
staring at
stunning,
myself.
too.
Look,
It does
all right.
look good. Is that why you told me not to wear my beanie so my hair looks like shit? So your hair would look really good? Barb and I got up at like 4 a.m. and it was fucking cold, so I beanied all day and I was gonna rock it, and you guys were like, you should take it off.
Well, it's because you would be clashing with that classy black sweatshirt. Which, by the way, okay. So I love these sweatshirts, particularly mine. My mom told my brother and I that we need to coordinate something for Christmas cards, and I'm definitely thinking a couple of these.
All right, how many people did not see what's actually on his
Take a
sweatshirt
closer look at my
until
chest,
just now?
internet.
Why are you?
And then make the sound with your hands.
Thank you, guys.
You might get it.
I'm assuming that's what.
Yeah.
That I've heard before.
You fucked a reindeer?
Yeah. It
I
had
saw
a-
Brandon kissing Santa.
Do you think like at
Reindeer
climax, like Rudolph's nose just like goes? I'm sorry,
turns
that was
white.
just what I thought about. It's too fucking early for Christmas shit.
No.
Let Thanksgiving have its time.
You're wearing a Christmas.
No, I know. I was getting to the point where it's like I love the sweater, but it's like just get just
Friday
one week,
morning.
just
Yeah,
like one-
Friday
just-
morning's
yeah.
Christmas,
This,
right?
this is one of the weird, I agree with you normally.
Okay.
But this year, we're in that cycle where Thanksgiving happens really late in November.
That's true.
So, I mean, that's why it
Yeah,
seems
that's
like it's early. It's really not
I
early.
just got 2 text messages from my mother.
I was gonna say, doesn't she watch the podcast?
She says maybe not, and then followed it with lol.
Well,
I'm not, by the way, Mother, I'm so proud of you for how far you've come as a text messenger, because it used to be every single LOL or GTG was in all caps. So it just felt like shouting. I felt like I was being berated by my mother.
My parents
that was
have-
also laughing out loud.
My parents have finally learned how to use emojis. And so every text message I receive from them includes emojis.
Yeah?
My
What's
mom
their
will
favorite
sometimes
one?
only text me in emojis.
What? How do you get something across like that?
I don't know.
The only one I could think of is this, and I don't think your mother
Nope.
would be sending you that.
Nope. Unless she was like, good job, look.
Look at that good job you did.
My dad ends with like half of his text messages with an ellipses, like a dot dot dot, and I'm constantly like. I'm not sure if he's like trying to imply something or mad about
Was he
something.
like trying to
or
put
if
a
it's like
period?
a Windows
son,
thing.
dot,
Like I
dot,
remember
dot.
for a while, people with Windows Outlook, whenever they emailed anybody with Apple Mail, it would randomly just have a G in a random place.
Or
and
a
to
J.
me, J, that's what it was. And to me, it was like email Tourette's. Because you'd be reading it, it's like da-da-da-da, and all of a sudden, J!
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere.
I never understood what that was for the longest time. I just always thought that someone was just typing a random J and it would appear in my
What
email.
is it?
It's just like some incompatibility between Outlook and Mail on the Mac.
Yeah.
And just like all of a sudden, somewhere in your email, there's just a capital J for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JK.
Sorry, it's out of my head.
He's got Tourette's.
My dad sometimes does this thing where he'll text me and just say hi. And I have to be like, what's up? And then he'll ask me what he wants to ask.
I have a beef
Use the bathroom.
with Brandon.
Oh, yes. And the podcast
I'm-
is
I'm-
great.
the only reason why I'm here.
I totally forgot about this
He's
until
got a-
Barbara said that. Okay, my biggest pet peeve when someone texts, we have internal like IM communication, right?
yeah.
So my biggest pet peeve with that and with texting is when someone writes, "Hey, are you there?"
I do that sometimes to people.
Yeah.
Why
is that
the
weird?
fuck do you do that? If you're gonna say something, just fucking say it. I'm not replying to that anymore. If anyone says, "Are you there?" I'm gonna see the message eventually. Just fucking say it. I'm not answering, "Are you there?" anymore.
I can't think of a reason why I'd say it, but to me, it makes sense. Like, I don't know.
I'm imagining.
Why would you even
I
ask?
don't-
Like, it's irrelevant. It's time shifted communication.
God,
I
don't
think
know.
it's because, like, if you want to go talk to someone, you don't want to bother going up and, like, walking over to their desk if they're not there.
Yeah, but
No. You know what
it's
it is?
never how
no,
he
no,
does
no.
it.
You know what it is? It's like if maybe if it's like a long thing that I have to ask you or explain, it's like it saves me the trouble if you're not there.
Yeah, but
at all.
I'll see it eventually and reply anyway.
Or no, but then I'll have to find like another way to contact you. I was like, oh, I guess I'll text guys.
Yeah, but you don't do that.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes, most of the time, it's just a, "Are you there?" and then nothing else. Or then I'll reply, "Yeah, what's up?" and then nothing.
Yeah.
I've gotten those. I've gotten those from you. Yeah.
No, it's hard for me to see. Like we moved over to a different chat client,
Right.
and I rarely ever see when I have a message.
Oh, it's so easy for me to see
Yeah, I
that.
use that all
So
the time now.
easy. Yeah, like
It comes up red.
I was talking to
It's just
Brandon
like,
the other day.
it
I
like
was like,
bounces for like a second and goes away.
you can configure that. I was talking to Brandon the other day. I was like, "Hey, did you see that really cool new camera rig that I sent you?" He's like, "No." I was like, "I IM'd it to you like a week ago." He looks like, "Oh yeah, there it is." Like,
Yeah. I don't
Hey, are you
like
there?
it. I do not
What
like
is-
it.
I love it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been it has improved communication at this office like tenfold.
I can send so many dank memes to Barbara now. It's great.
You can.
and
Dank indeed.
it's got integrated animated GIF support too.
It does,
pretty freaking
and that's
awesome.
the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only reason that I use it all day, every day. I remember when the Funhouse guys joined on, we created like a Funhouse chat, and that was all we did in there. Just send gifts back and forth. It was great. I
And you
miss
talked-
those days.
And talked about Madonna for
Yeah.
some reason.
It was a big topic.
don't
of
remember that?
conversation.
No.
God, the Madonna talk went on for like a fucking week.
I just remember we created a group called it was something like Sweet Music or something. It was supposed to be a channel where we could send each other like music that we listen to that maybe not everybody knows about. And Austin, one of our animators, was really excited about it. And then he saw that you got invited and joined. And then suddenly he got this crippling anxiety. He's like, "Fucking Gus seems cool as shit. Like, I don't want to post something." And then like he
Does
thinks
he
it
know
sucks,
Gus?
and then he thinks that I suck, even though he probably doesn't even know. Man, fuck, I don't even want to send anything. So then what Dustin and I started doing to try and get him to post again was we started posting music that Austin had sent to us and took credit for it, saying, "Hey guys, I don't know if you guys have heard of Tobacco, but their shit's pretty dope." And
should've-
Dustin and Kara would be like, "Wow, Miles, thanks for hooking us up with that. I never heard of that before."
You should have told me ahead of time. Then I would have been in there like, "Wow, Miles, this is the greatest thing ever." Promotion.
You have such good taste.
Yeah, I should have
Let's hang
absolutely
out.
included him on that gag.
So, okay. So speaking of this music group, I got beef here. I got more beef.
You are
beef.
fucking Wendy's.
So-
here.
Gotta get it.
Dude, it's like Korean barbecue.
I never
Sorry.
accepted an invite for that group. It just automatically added me. I was just in it one day.
Yeah.
So, and my beef isn't with the music group specifically. It's with Brandon Farmaheen.
What?
Brandon
What did I do?
Brandon loves making groups to talk about something.
You do.
No one talks
Oh
about
my
it,
God.
And then Brandon leaves.
What?
You
I
did
didn't
that.
leave.
Remember
You
the
fucking
5 night
did that.
thing?
Yes.
You do that all the time.
And now I can't leave that group.
No, if nobody's talking in it, then I shut it down.
No, you don't shut it down.
You leave.
No, it tells me I'm shutting
and
it
then
down.
we can't leave it because it doesn't exist because the creator left.
No, it didn't delete it because I deleted it.
It's still there.
Nope, I'm still
Well,
in
that's
that
not
5
my
nights immersion
problem.
notes.
I went by the protocol. I went and I was like,
Here's
guys,
how-
no one's using it. I don't want to fill up anyone else's thingies.
I'm going to tell you exactly what that thread consisted of, okay? Brandon Farmahini has invited you to join Five Nights at Freddy's immersion discussion. Hey guys, I made this group so we could talk about some notes.
I don't even know if he said that.
I don't even know if he said that, but Barbara just goes, you know, you don't have to create a group in order to have a group chat, right? You can just message the both of us at the same time and it does its own little thread. And then that was it. I think that's the only thing that ever got posted.
I never
find
saw
that
that
thread.
message from Barbara.
Probably 'cause
I
you
had
didn't
no
check it,
idea.
Brandon.
I had
I
no
know that message.
idea.
I was in that group too.
had no
I know
idea that you
Barbara
could do
sent
that.
that.
I said that the second you invited me to that group. There
We
is
had
no
a
way.
meeting.
Unless
You guys,
you
you guys
Matt
are
Holm
stuck.
was like, this is our new chat client. Fucking use it. And yet every time I go over to your desk, you're on iChat and shit still.
You guys are you guys stuck in that group?
Okay, let me.
Like
I'll
you
read you.
cannot leave.
I'll read you this thing. Brandon Farmahini joined Immersion 5 Night Notes. So it's the 5 nights at Freddy's we put out.
Which you
He
should
wanted
watch, by the way.
us to join. Gavin Free joined. Barbara Dunkelman joined. Lindsay joined. Gus joined. Chris joined. Miles joined. And this was all by invitation from Brandon, not by our own
Yeah, we
free
don't
will.
click accept. You just automatically put into it.
Miles says, yo. I say, you know you could create group chats now. Group's not necessary anymore. Just a heads up. Gus left immersion. Lindsay left immersion. And that's it. I can't leave the group because it says it doesn't exist, but it's still in.
Nothing, Brandon. Nothing.
It wasn't for me. It was like because I wasn't posting the edits. It was for like, hey, put the edits here. Because like the way we like solicit like notes from stuff, it bothers me so much. It's so inefficient. So I was like, well, this makes sense. We'll make a group chat. People can post in here and bounce ideas off one another. And then I forgot about it
Yeah, you
till right now.
There was one that you made over the summer. Like I think we were working on sizzle reels for RTX.
Yeah,
and
sizzle
you
Called
made
sizzle reels.
and it was like the same thing. Everyone joins. Then Brandon's like, "Hey, I made this group so we could talk about sizzle reels." Brandon Farmer, he left the group.
I didn't leave it.
That's it.
That's not my fault. I deleted it for all of you.
I'm still in there.
That's not my problem.
So Brandon, this is an intervention. Stop making fucking channels.
You can make group chats now.
Okay,
It'll
I will
change
do
your
that.
life.
In my defense, I legitimately tried to delete it, and I did, but it just it sucks for you guys.
It does.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, that's like the bane of my existence. Every now and then I just go through like, all right, what am I going to leave? So pulling this back full circle, I didn't ever accept an invite to secret music group, but I don't want to leave it because I don't want to look like a dick.
Look, man.
People talk about it.
If
It's
our
like
secret
well,
music
that's
isn't good enough for you, that's fine,
What
man.
I think is like people are active, they talk, and they're like, and I'm like, man, like Dustin thought enough to like ask me and invite me to the group. And I don't want to be the dick who's like, nah, fuck you guys. I don't want to hear what you have to say.
I'm gonna go tell Dustin right now. Like as soon as this is over, he's gonna be so happy you actually care.
So I haven't left the group because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Can't
That
you
I
just-
think might be the nicest thing I've ever heard you say in the years that I've known you.
Are you not able to like mute a group or put off notifications or anything like that? Like,
don't know.
for a
Oh no, you
specific
can
group?
mute a group. Not that I've done that.
I remember Blaine didn't like just some really dumb group that wasn't made by me. So he would intentionally join it and leave, join it and leave, join it and leave,
Wait, are we-
just to make a
My
statement.
new
Yeah,
my new favorite thing is that you can rename group text messages on iPhones. I've had entire conversations.
Rename messages?
So go if you're in a group chat on your iPhone, right? You go to details. You don't see it at first, but if you then scroll to the top, hidden, there is rename group chat. Carrie and I have had entire conversations solely through the renaming of this chat.
Enter a group name.
Wait, does it show
It
up for
changes it
everyone?
for everyone.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like Gray, Carrie, and I are Kruby because we're the Ruby crew. Like that's our
Nice.
thing. There's
like
others that I can't repeat. Let's
Could
see.
you change it to the name of another person that you guys know? Like, could you change it to someone's girlfriend's name?
So
Like,
Hold
send a
up.
message. Hey,
So,
baby.
I just renamed a group that you and I are in.
Where'd you rename it?
You can see.
Okay.
so I
D's and
hung out-
G's. Am I in that group?
No.
No.
Also, my dad texted me hi.
I hung out with
Very
two of my
funny.
Did he have
father.
a ... at the end of it?
No, he put a winky face.
So I hung out with two friends I hadn't seen in a really long
Clever.
time this weekend. I made our group name Bros for Life. Then my friend Charlie changed it to Miles is a pretentious dick, and then I changed it to Charlie is an asshole, and then no, I made it Charlie's an asshole. He said Miles is a pretentious dick. At 11:46, it got changed to No, I'm not, and then it got changed to Debatable Subject, and then it got changed to a bunch of other fucking shit that I'm not gonna repeat. But I've had entire conversations just through that. It's fun.
I had no idea that was there.
You're welcome.
You taught me.
I
You're
can't
welcome.
find our group chat. I have a
Thanks.
lot of threads on my phone.
I see. I mean a lot to Barbara. I don't have very many
What
group
happened to your
chats.
hand?
Group chats?
Oh, I broke my fingers.
Are you serious?
Not,
What?
I don't know if it's broken or sprained or jammed or what, but I have to.
A jammed finger, it feels like you would think
It
it's
does.
broken and it
there's-
does not
I
heal.
sent Patrick
for-
a picture of it.
Oh my god.
Oh, good. Oh my god.
That's the middle finger.
Oh, it's like a sausage.
It looks like I put it under like one of those magnify tools in Photoshop, but I didn't.
I bet it helps with the diddling.
Can you get over the pain of your fingers?
I am right-handed, so no, it does not help.
No,
Or
no,
hinder.
no added girth.
But I put my phone up on a ledge.
It's actually
in my
how
house.
You heard it, guys.
It's true. It was furious diddling.
I was a little late on that one, but
Put it up on a ledge, and then you know how when you put something on a ledge, but you don't put it on there fully, so it starts to tip. So I put my phone up there, and it started to fall.
Oh.
And I was like, no! And I tried to grab it, but instead of grabbing it, I just slammed my middle finger directly into the wall, and I dropped my phone. So it was a win-win
It
situation.
was a good day.
Jesus
Yeah, it was a great
Christ.
day.
I
That
can
sucks,
see that.
dude.
I can see
And
that.
there it is.
There it is.
That's not too bad.
And a really comfortable splint.
You
I
would have
jammed
a
my
rough
finger
day.
playing catch with Jordan.
That's
That's
it.
it. Like that's the level of coordination. Just catching the ball.
When I lived with two friends of mine a few years ago, one of them was Mike, who was very athletic, and then my other friend was Doyle, who is not. And we came to the conclusion that he'd never played football in his life. Like, he'd maybe thrown a football once or twice, didn't know how to do it. So we decided it was like the first day of spring. We're going to go out. We're going to teach him to, like, have fun outside because he's a total hermit. And the first time we threw the ball at him to catch it, it jammed his thumb and he like broke his hand. he was just screaming, "This is why!"
And he never played football
I
again.
had to take him to like one of those like little like emergency room type places and like sit with them.
Your
and,
thumb's the worst, too.
Yeah, he was just like he was just like
I used to
like
jam
a
my
scene out of a
fingers
movie.
all the time playing basketball
oh yeah,
throughout high school. It would be like one finger a month at least that I would get jammed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you play basketball?
Well, it's like when you're like getting like someone's passing you the ball or you know you're going up for a rebound or
Sure.
anything, and just pff,
Ugh.
or someone hits it.
You guys ever just for fun, just watch videos of people hurting themselves on YouTube?
No, because I'm not a sadist, Brandon.
What's your favorite? I have a favorite. What's your
Oh
favorite?
gosh, it's close. But I definitely think the kids on the trampoline, because I used to have a trampoline, and there was this thing you could do called double jump.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's when like you jump and your
Oh,
friends
right.
jump
Oh,
right
yeah.
before you, and you take
Hands
their
down,
power.
the most
Yeah.
dangerous thing
Yeah.
you can do.
So-
But the
these-
greatest jump in the world.
Of course.
These genius kids decided to combine the double jump with a basketball goal. So the one kid
yes, I
has a
know this
basketball.
one.
He takes the double jump. He goes like above the rim and then comes down and his leg gets caught in the hoop and then he falls down and it like snaps
Yup.
his leg.
Stop it.
And he's
My-
just hanging there. He's
That-
like, ah.
so-
and then they're like they help him down. He's like, call the medic. Call the medic.
I can't. People hurting themselves is funny. People breaking shit and it being very visibly broken, I can't do.
Oh, it's also
I
funny.
can't do
My
that.
parents got us a trampoline when my brother and I were little kids, and so that happened. I was out there bouncing one time. It was like way out in the back of the yard, and I was like trying to learn how to do flips and shit.
Yeah.
I don't do flips anymore. Just don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
Well, we used to play a game where the first person to fall off the trampoline loses.
It's a bunce off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
So I did a backflip and I went just that gap between the metal bar and like the whatever it is, the elastic shit. I don't even know what the fuck
The
material
trampoline
it's made
part.
of. Trampoline part. And then there's the springs that keep
Yeah.
it connected. My leg went directly through that gap and I got whipped upside down and was by myself. So I was just like hanging there for a while, just and eventually help game. The double bounce though was fucked up. Like I did it to my little brother and he's like he like kneed himself in the chin from it. Like his lower body went, but his upper body just kept going down. It was just a you could hear like that.
Yeah, that's
sound.
the worst. Is
Yeah.
the teeth clicking together. Yeah.
What's your favorite intro?
I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to see what my favorite
Also,
is.
I have
one of
a
my
favorite
favorite
too. We need to do it. Discuss.
Yeah, for being terrible people.
Yeah.
Want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by, speaking of not boring. Oh, here's your video.
Oh my God!
No,
look
no,
at
no! That went from like 0 to 60. God damn it!
Miles, you're so red.
but
It's gone.
all right,
I can't look.
We don't
I
have
need
to watch it
all right,
again.
no, we don't have to watch it
No,
again.
but can you just pause it at his highest point?
No.
Don't play it. We won't watch the whole thing, but just look how high he gets.
I don't know what it is. Like, was he outside?
Is he in,
Sorry.
is he in
I
the
don't know what it
parking
is.
lot?
Like bruises, I don't give a shit. Like cuts, I don't give a shit. Fucking like fractures, compound fractures with a bone
got it?
sticking out, I don't give a shit. But if you see something is broken and yet the
Yeah.
skin hasn't
Look at
broken,
that.
that's fucking disgusting. That kid got some ups.
'Cause
That
I got
safety
high.
net did nothing.
Because
So
I got high.
my favorite one is
Because I got high.
the German dude trying to do a cannonball into the frozen lake.
Oh my God! I've never seen this.
So it's like a frozen lake, and he tries to do a cannonball to break the ice into the lake, but the ice doesn't break, and he just screams, "Mine awesome!"
If it's the one I'm thinking of too, the fucking thickness from the ice gives off like a
Yes.
like somebody hit like the lowest note on a xylophone.
Is that his tailbone or something?
Yeah, I don't think we have audio out here, so you can't hear it. But yeah, that
That's a
sound,
great
and then
one.
mine awesome is like gold.
Mine is-
I fucking rewound it.
I
and
want
watched
to
it
tell
so
you
many
what mine is
times.
because we might have the same one.
Is it like 3 seconds long and involves a little girl?
Oh no, but that's great too.
Go Bois is my favorite.
Oh, that's a
thing
good
ever.
one.
Go! Once a little girl commands her
Go
dog to
Bois.
go while holding onto the leash, it fucking goes, and she goes on the fucking ground. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, we just watched the video.
Mine awesome.
I heard his name.
That laugh before.
I'm sure he thought it was going to be awesome and so cool, and it's like, no.
Did he think it was
damn.
water?
That seems like
No,
a
I think he
stupid
wanted to
idea
break
too.
through.
He was like, oh sweet, a fucking iced over pool. I'm gonna break through that ice and go underneath this water. It'll be tight.
That needs to
Nope.
be a cool video. I'm gonna have a good time. There's a lot of horrible videos of people jumping in pools. There's only one video I've seen that was truly disturbing.
Only
Really?
one? You talked to me
That's
about
because
some really
you find
disturbing
most
things.
disturbing shit really amusing.
Yes. Gus and I, like on our first day, we exchanged like some pretty disturbing. But
Said your first date.
I heard that too.
On his
day.
first day.
So-
First date.
I heard it again.
Do you know what Tub Girl is?
close.
Are you into that?
It was this kid, and I guess he was skateboarding because a ton of the videos when kids break over skateboarding, and he falls and he like lands on his arm and he pulls it up and it's just like fractured. Like
So-
you see it's like a cartoon where it's like a little like
I know the video you're talking
it just goes
about
like
'cause you
down
sent
like
it
a
to me.
like a smiley face, and he just says, "Oh, my arm is broken." That's it.
Yeah.
He doesn't scream. He's just kind of like, "Hey guys, look at this," and like that to me was
Well,
terrifying
it's a
and creeped
shock.
me out.
That
You
shit's
usually
weird,
don't feel
yeah.
that pain if you're in that much shock.
Yeah.
It's a common thing.
What's your favorite?
Well, yeah.
Mine is from. It's a pretty old one. Like it was one of the first like viral internet videos I could remember. It's the grape squashing one.
Oh, that's a good
Where
one.
yeah.
the lady's squashing grapes and she falls and she goes,
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I can't, because she gets winded from falling directly on her stomach, I guess. But
It's like something out of The Exorcist. When she gets possessed.
And then they cut back to the newscasters and like the studio. They're like, "Oh wow, that's so good. We better check on her."
Can I say that's one of the things I think I hate the most in this world? My number one pet peeve are people that leave their fucking shopping carts just in the middle of the goddamn parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
Be a human.
I want to just hurt you. It's probably because I worked at a grocery store for a while. But the second thing is just like fake anchor person talk. Oh wow, yeah. Golly, that is just
Yeah.
ooh, the business. It's like be a person.
business.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
So, I guess I can talk about this. It's related to that.
I just wanted to.
Years ago, we did a podcast on location from when we were
Atlanta?
filming Immersion in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We did it from
Yeah.
the racetrack.
right.
Before we settled on that location, since I knew we were going to be in Atlanta, we researched tons of different locations that we might conceivably do the podcast from. Ultimately, we had to do it from the racetrack just because logistically we couldn't. It was kind of far from Atlanta itself, and we just couldn't work out how to all the logistics. But two of the places we looked at that we thought about doing was the CDC building, which is like in The Walking Dead season 1, like where they go to.
We did a tech scout there too.
Yeah.
We actually went in front of it.
And then the other location that we looked at was where the woman fell doing the grape stomping. Like we found where it was. And it was like, how great would it be if we did the podcast right where she fell?
Dude,
Like,
no
they had it
idea.
marked like right here is where internet
You
fame
just see
was
the
born.
like outline of her body.
I mean, we would have
some
done.
say she's still there to this day.
I mean, we would have
Tastes
done
like
the
grapes and
challenge.
sadness
Yeah.
on the
Like
floor.
we would.
here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We absolutely would have had to squash some grapes.
Have you guys ever fell and got winded so
Oh,
bad?
there
Oh,
it is.
there it is.
It's such
She
an
got
old video.
the fucking bitch cheated. That's what happens.
yeah.
A motherfucker called time. Bitch decided to try and get some extra stomps. Karma.
Yep.
She
Have you guys
deserves
ever-
every breath she lost.
Have you ever fallen and gotten super winded?
Oh yeah,
Where
it's
to the point you
awful.
can't talk or anything?
It's
Yeah.
awful.
That's one of the worst feelings in the world.
You feel like you're suffocating.
Yeah.
Did I tell you when I almost played football?
No.
It's just as bad as you imagine. I was in well,
Did you doil
we
it?
sort of talked about this. Remember when I got accidentally placed into special learning PE?
Yeah.
You remember that? It was the same thing where I got, because of that, they moved me from that class into the athletics class, which is where
'Cause they thought
the
you were
actual
strong.
people that play. No, because they had nowhere else to put me. It's where like the actual athletes do PE, and they did football training where before school wrapped for the summer and we went on to high school, they were like, all right, we're gonna get you guys ready so you can try out for Churchill High School football. And I was like, that's cute. And one of the drills that they had us do was learning how to be on the line, the defense line. And
That's correct. Keep going.
you had to take a hit.
Well done, James.
You had to first give a hit, then the person that was defending would go and do like another part of whatever the fucking relay thing was, and then you would have to take a hit. And I gave a hit. I felt really good about it. I ran real hard and hit the guy really tough, and it was great. And then it was my turn, and this dude, fucking Brandon motherfucking Gonzalez, the biggest motherfucker in our class, is his turn to hit me. And I remember thinking to myself, all right, Miles, you got this. Just remember, lock your legs. Like, that's definitely how you do it. You don't want to give an inch. Because I remember the coaches were just like, don't let him have an inch. So I locked my legs, and he knocked me off my feet. I flew back, and I hit the back of my head against
my God.
against the basketball floor. And it was that thing where they were just like Coach Dudney wanders over. He's like, Luna, you all right? And I was like, I'm sorry. It was... that was really bad. I did not go on. I didn't make
Not
varsity.
a pro athlete now?
Not at all.
Take me to AV Club.
Please. Just give me a wedgie on the way.
Just get it over with.
My glasses.
Were wedgies ever a thing?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was just called fat. I don't think I ever
can
got
see that.
physically hurt.
No, the
don't
worst
think.
was like I've had my share of wedgies. No, I'm sure no one's surprised by that. The worst was like when you would see someone else get wedgied and like so hard that their underwear would rip. You ever
Can
see
I-
that? Like
can
get
I
the
ask you
elastic
this?
ripped off of the underwear.
Can I ask you this?
Ask
I
me
feel
what.
like everybody has suffered from a wedgie, but normally in the real world, it's like a friend of yours did it to you. Like, I fucking gotcha. Has anybody, like on TV, it's like the bully, like literally this dude that is antagonizing you will give you a fucking wedgie. Like, was it a fucking bully or was it like
Yeah.
one of your friends? Holy shit, man.
Gus is also old.
Yeah.
Was it a
That's-
guy
it's a
bully or a
different
girl
time.
bully?
Different
It was a
times
guy
before.
Guy
bully.
bully.
If it was a girl bully, she might have just been asking for attention. You don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, pulling my pigtails.
Pulling
Should have messed with him. You should like hide some
Ass
stuff back there.
pigtails.
What, like shit?
Wasn't it Blaine that
Like
got
a
bullied
hot
by a
dog?
girl?
That'd be weird.
Girls can be fucking bullies,
No, I know,
man.
but I think it was Blaine saying he got bullied by a girl in elementary school. It was some guy who works at our company.
Sounds
who's
about
like,
right.
I think it.
pretty sure
Sometimes
that's
that
the guy.
means that they like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the pigtail pulling thing.
Like I don't know if I told this before. Like there's this girl and she was like kind of mean like that, and I didn't know why. And then I finally understood why. And people were telling, and I was like, I guess that's what you do. Like girls be mean to you, and that means they like you. And obviously, guys just be mean right back. So I saw her
And
in
that
the
is the
hall.
real world. Now you
Is
think
that
about it.
how this concept of like the
So
friends?
I saw her in the hall, and like I don't know, I said something like, she's like, "Oh, well, I guess you have this class later." I'm like, "Yeah," and thank God you're not in it. And then I turned around and I'm walking away. I'm like, "Totally nailed it, Brandon."
And then
And I never talked to me again.
Well, mission accomplished. At least you weren't getting bullied anymore.
Yeah.
At least I wasn't.
Oh no, she hit me afterwards.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's weird when you think back to stuff like that as a kid that you're just like, if only I fucking knew.
Yeah. It's like, man, I really didn't understand women back then. And then it's like, I still don't.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
got
as
a
lo-
woman.
I think there's
Yeah, but I still don't.
understand
You
her.
don't know what's going on.
Well, like, there's a thing that's been happening recently. So sometimes I like multitask, and Paula will be like, "You're not listening to me." And then I will recite what she said word to word for like the last 90 seconds. And I would think by doing that, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Brandon.
You're obviously listening to me," but she is never impressed.
Brandon, there's a difference between hearing someone and listening to them.
But it sounds like you were doing both, so keep it up. Just keep
I
doing that.
was.
Yeah, if he-
and I
he
would
would-
be like, I would describe how she felt when she said these things.
There's a difference between listening and caring, is what I think you were going for. He was
Yeah.
listening, he just didn't care, it sounds like.
Is that
Yeah,
what
but
that
also
is?
when you're talking to
Now
someone
I get it. Okay.
and they're not paying attention, it's kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking to you and you're just like, whatever. That's
What
a
am I
little-
doing? What is this?
Like on your phone
Scrolling
or
on your
something.
phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at Tinder or
That's
something.
got it. Exactly.
I thought he was
Yeah.
having a thumb war
Surfing
with a
for
ghost.
surfing for babes.
So people are saying that, I don't know if this is true, but people on Twitter are responding that the capital J, it's like it's a translation thing for the male clients, and then in Outlook it's actually a smiley face.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But I swear I've seen it like in weird places. That doesn't make
Well,
sense.
then that person's writing smiley faces in weird
I've
places.
seen it a lot from like, it was like mostly like someone or some people from Microsoft that kept coming up.
Well, yeah, I mean, does anybody else use Outlook? I mean,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
they were on a Windows phone. I don't know where they were.
That's what's confused. Like, why? What's wrong with everyone? But oh, that makes sense then.
Jay,
I think you.
Jay.
I think just about all of us can look back on like when we were younger and you like cringe at all the stupid decisions that you made.
Like this
I
morning.
don't just like this morning. But think about it
I was
this
a little
way.
younger.
Think about it this way. If a year from now you think back to this exact moment and think, I knew exactly what I was doing, you have not grown as a person.
This is true.
So, whenever you think back to something embarrassing and you're like, God, I can't believe I was that dumb, take the time to appreciate that you're not that dumb anymore. You're slightly smarter.
I did see a photo of me from the 8th grade where I'm wearing an all beige velour suit.
that sounds awesome. Do you
What
have
does a
this
velour
picture?
suit
Like
look like?
one of those jumpsuits. Like, those like...
Show
Like
up.
the immersion ones?
No, it looks like
Like a tracksuit
a tracksuit, like pants and a zip-up hoodie, but it's like velour, so it's like that like soft material.
Oh.
But imagine that on me being the white shade that I am in
Very white.
beige.
Ooh. I call this look off-white.
I call this what the fuck?
Yeah, I
Default
What's I
apartment
doing?
wall.
I was rocking the jean jacket tied around my waist.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, God.
I had spiky hair with highlights, some plaid
What color
shorts, and a
highlights?
striped green.
Blonde.
Green. Yeah, it was blonde.
I
I remember
tried
because my
red,
buddy,
and then
my
it
buddy
turned
Seth was like,
orange.
"Dude, do you want to do highlights?" And I remember being like, "What's that?" Because it sounded like a drug.
It sounds like a kid's magazine. You want some Goofus and Gallant?
Oh wow! Sorry. Now I'm just imagining what's different between these pictures.
I'm really old.
But he was just like, I was like, what's highlights? He goes, oh man, it like makes your hair gold like Goku. And I was like, that sounds awesome. Let's do it. So we just fucking did it because he had some at his house. And then he failed to tell me, it's like, this doesn't come out. So I got home and my mom was pissed. And Tom Hanks had AIDS.
Full circle.
It's the theme for this podcast.
Hopefully not.
We.
All right, let me read this other thing. I want to remind everyone, this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by thanks to Tipsy Elves for all of our quality sweaters.
By the way,
Never
this
giving
is
a sweater
tiring.
away.
I'm gonna sprain something.
There you go. Oh, and you can't see mine. Mine's just Sasquatch.
It's a very complacent
happy Sasquatch.
He wants a kiss.
Oh, you've never played all of Red Dead, right?
No.
Oh, the game's so good.
The Sasquatch.
I think Barbara wants you to help her.
Help me.
There you go.
Oh.
Move the beer.
Help me.
There you go.
Nailed it.
So I've told more than a few stories about my fiance's dad and family. Gus, they were in town recently and you met him.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Big guy.
Yeah.
You guys see where I'm coming from? It's
But
like
it's
a
not
proud.
like he was not like
next.
he wasn't like crazy big or anything. The way you described it, I was picturing like a fucking Sasquatch, like this
Like
huge,
Andre the Giant.
but he's like,
yeah.
I mean, he's like not only like he's like tall, but he's like
fat.
Yeah, but
like a
you had
doesn't wanna
described
say
him
it.
like
He
this.
doesn't wanna
Like,
say
I had this grand vision of like
Paul Bunyan.
yeah, like someone 10
PH?
feet tall.
Did I ruin it?
Yeah,
for
and then I
you?
met him. I was like, oh, you're not scary at all.
Oh, he's nice.
Yeah.
But okay.
I would not order him a Merlot or whatever the fuck it was. that
No,
you
Brandon
had.
ordered it below in front of him.
No,
like a
I
skirt.
ordered the Moscato that came
Moscato.
in the dessert.
Oh, well,
the
Moscato
dessert
is a
glass.
dessert
And
wine.
then when he was gonna offer me wine, I was eating milk and cookies.
Did you ever like date a girl that you had like the stereotypical like most horrifying father interaction ever? Like that's a thing that's like played up a lot in like TV and movies and stuff. Like you meet the dad and the dad's just like, if you touch my daughter, I'll skin you. And you're like, I just want to take her to prom. Like anybody?
Yeah. No.
No.
Oh,
Can't say I have.
I dated a girl in high school.
Look at me. No, but no father was afraid of me.
Don't you dare touch. Ah,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
fine.
you go ahead.
She's fine. Are you pranking that nice boy out there? I dated a girl in high school. I'm still not 100% sure his exact profession, but apparently he worked for the government, used to be in the military, and as she would always say, just like has done some things.
oh, jeez.
And this dude, whenever I came home, was like, just like, it was just booze and the television, and like he never talked. Like, it was a pretty sad dude, to be, if I'm going to be completely honest.
He's got
One
like
day-
1,000-yard stare. Like he's not even, the TV's on,
Like-
but he's not even really watching it.
That is exactly what this guy was. Like, this dude, I didn't even know, but I was, thank God that like he never spoke to me. And then one day I got there and she was still getting ready to go, and he got up from the chair, and I was like chilling in the kitchen, just like waiting. I think we're gonna see like a movie or something. And he just like walked over and was like, "You ever seen a gun before?"
Oh, God.
I was like, "What?" And at that point, he just kind of like gestured over to one part of the kitchen I wasn't paying particular attention to, and there's just like a fucking handgun just chilling there. And I was like, "Yeah, I've seen them." He's like, "You ever shot one?" I was like, "No, not really." He goes, "Hope you never have to." And then like, I don't know. I swear this guy must have been putting on a fucking act, but like he just kind of gave me the stare, and I was like, I hope so too. And then he just kind of like nodded, grabbed a glass, filled it up, and then just went back to the TV. I've never been
Guns
more
just still
afraid of
sitting
another
there?
person. Yeah, no, it's just chilling on the counter next to the fucking cookie jar. It was.
Was
you
that
might need it for a recipe. It's like, yeah, we got the flowers next to the gun and the sugar.
was that your first and only interaction with him?
A few other times after that, he would like get up. Like when we went to like homecoming together.
You ever
like,
see
he
a
like
grenade
put on like
before?
a he like
He put on a
you ever
shirt.
taste man flesh before?
He just keeps going up and up on the weapons chart.
Have you ever had to
see a
defuse a
rocket
nuclear bomb with
launcher?
a gun pointed to your head? It's fucking. Apparently, I remember the crazy thing she ever said. She was like, "Yeah, he's fought in secret wars." I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was just thinking of like the Marvel secret
Yeah,
war.
like comic
Is he
books.
on-
His name's Nicholas. Nicholas Fury.
No, I think. I mean, that sounds like he had problems or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
man.
Like I don't like a lot of times. You always hear stories like, oh yeah, whenever I went over, like he had a shotgun shell and he wrote my name on it and put it on like. You hear
That's
shit like
never,
that's
what
just,
that
never
is
had
a
that.
dad going, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck with
yeah,
this
that's
fucking
just
kid. This will be
corny.
great."
That's just like
Yeah.
That's like bullshit. I don't know.
Never
If I
had
ever have a
anything like
daughter,
that.
I'm gonna be an asshole to anybody that tries to date her. Like that's just because I can.
What kind of character are you gonna go with?
Are you gonna fight in secret wars?
I don't know. I think I'll probably go like the really nice route. I'll be like, like Chet, hey, so good to finally meet you. Yeah, no, come on in. Oh, you do this. Really strike it up and like be super, super nice the whole time. And then like right before they're about to leave, be like, oh man, you kids have a great night. If you touch one fucking hair on my daughter, I will end you. Anyways,
bye.
yeah, have a great one. Enjoy Shrek 14. Like, and then that'll be it.
You should play twins.
Wait, what?
Like be yourself
Like
and your
Jekyll
twin
and
brother.
Hyde?
Yeah, like walk out of the room. Walk out of the room and like take your sweater off, mess your hair up, walk back in, and just fucking see how many times you can make how many revolutions you can make.
You should do a different accent every time you meet them.
See, I feel like if maybe I'm like an old dad, like I don't know when you have kids and, fast forward
Congratulations,
15,
Brent.
16, oh, good. This is a bit later. I would love to be Clint Eastwood from the Get Off My Lawn movie.
Gran Torino?
Yeah.
Racist?
Not that part. Subtract the racism.
Damn
But
honky.
just
But
like
he
grizzled and just waiting, like, get off my daughter or something like that.
Are you waiting
Daughter.
for the fuck?
So your story about that dad who was just quiet the whole time reminded me of something.
What's up?
Aaron and I were over at Matt and Anna's house having dinner the other day, and I don't know if Matt wants me to tell the story because.
Tell it.
Well, we're already
But
here, Barbara. aren't
I've
we?
already started. So you guys know Patrick Schmidt? At all?
Live action redhead?
No.
No,
That's
this is
Patrick.
a
That's
graphic
Patrick.
designer
Yeah.
who works for
He's
John.
He's in the bungalow.
Okay.
Or with John.
Okay.
One of the two. He's fairly new, like within the last 5 or 6 months, I would say, maybe even less. And he's like a really quiet kid. He does really good work. He's kind of always to himself. And Matt told us while we were at dinner that he didn't introduce himself to Patrick like when he first started, even though he sits right outside his office. And he said, at this point, I'm just seeing how long I could go without ever talking to him.
I know that exact feeling.
And I'm just thinking, like, this poor Patrick kid is probably thinking, like, oh man, like, why won't Matt ever like acknowledge me or like say hello to me? Am I doing something wrong?
well,
Like, why does he hate
I
me?
went through the same
Past
thing.
that point. you
The
know?
exact same thing happened with me and Lindsay when
Yeah.
Lindsay started.
Yep, there was that, and then like we hired a bunch of 2D animators, and because I don't work that closely with the 2D team at the time, I was like, oh shit, I'd never met. I'm sure it'll come up at some point, and then it hasn't, and now I'm like taking part in 2D meetings every morning, and I'm like, that's a great idea, dude. Like I'm desperately going to Jordan, just like, what's okay? So there's Jordan, there's the second Jordan, there's James, there's John, there's Issa. Okay, all right, I got it now. But like, I had to like go through like Slack. Slack was great. I was like, okay, I know it starts with a J. No, it doesn't look like
for
any of
the
those.
pictures.
All right, maybe it was a G. Slack helped. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm
Matt is just
an
like
idiot.
seeing how long he could go without doing it purposefully.
Do you think? Have you passed that point in your life? This sounds.
Yes.
This sounds.
It's gone.
This sounds really, really douchey, but it's the truth. It's like you hit that point where you kind of feel, I have enough friends.
Oh, yeah.
Like at this point, meeting a new person and wanting to be, even if you really want to be friends with them, it's like, fuck, man. I work so often, and like I only have so much time that I can give to all these other friends that I love and care about. Fuck, where am I gonna find time for this new friend? Like it's a really.
Don't even have time for your current friends.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Like you
it's-
and I have been wanting to hang out forever.
About 6 months ago, we were like, dude, let's do something this weekend.
Yeah.
And hey, I held up my end of the bargain. I'm here now.
You're
aren't
doing
I?
it right now. You're hanging out. So what? There's some cameras. There's some people watching.
No,
whatever.
but that's my exact point.
And
And
it's like exhausting to start the whole process.
it's hard, man.
There's so much baggage
yeah.
that comes with people. I just,
A
don't-
I
fucking
cannot
man.
think of a better quote to suit you
I
guys.
don't want to deal with it. I've shrunk. It's like I come here, I hang out with everyone here at work, then I go home and I don't see anybody. I see my wife and my dogs, and that's it. That is the most I'm willing to put up with.
That's the dream.
Remember when I was freaking out about like how I made a friend with my neighbor? I was like, oh, this is the first friend I've ever made outside of work. Because that shit's hard.
Yeah.
Like he texts me, he's like, hey man, haven't seen you in a while. And I'm just like, I know, I'm sorry. I'm doing 18 things and trying to let my other friends know that I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, man.
Busy
Like, I
slapping me in the
didn't-
It
stomach.
is hard when I don't know if this is like right for everyone, but as a girl, it's hard to make friends with other girls that
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't like work with.
That's
or,
what I've heard.
yeah,
I think
it's just like
people in general.
Socially, from what I've to tell me if I'm off here, okay? But like just from what I've witnessed, like girls have this like extra like competitive thing going on frequently. It seems. Like,
Yeah.
is that a thing? What is that? What is?
yeah, girls are
explain
super
that.
competitive.
Why?
I don't know, but it works to your advantage if you're in sports. I'll tell you that. Also, it like playing basketball growing up.
Yeah.
It was vicious. Like
How
when you're
so?
playing girls baskal, like fucking
claw
like
you?
every fucking girl on every team is a bitch.
You were on a team,
Including
just so
you.
know.
I was a bitch, totally.
Okay, there you go. As long as you admit it, there you go.
But it's just like, God, like you didn't want to shake hands with anybody, and it was never like good sportsmanship. It was just
so
like,
weird.
fucking.
What do you
cunt.
think that? What do you think it is that causes that like fierce competitiveness,
I don't know.
or the lack thereof? I guess in dudes. I don't know.
Just in general?
In general, it seems. I mean, again, tell me if I'm off here, but like every girl that I've known, almost every girl I know, and maybe this is just the crowd that I hang out with. They're just like, it's hard to hang out with other girls. Like I don't know.
I like hanging out with other girls.
Yeah.
But I'm such an awkward person that sometimes I come off as being just like not friendly.
I told you that's how I felt about Chris Demirs the first time I met him, right?
Yeah.
I met him at a
Well,
pizza
Chris Damaris
place.
is a fucking psychopath. let's real talk here. Chris Damaris has something about him.
There's something and this is what I love about Chris. The first time I met Chris, I thought he was a douche because he didn't say anything to me, and it wasn't until years later when I met him again where I realized, oh, he's just kind of a quiet guy. Like he's just a little, awkward here and there.
How many bodies do you think he has in his freezer?
So
6.
Okay, I'm curious to go here where you're going with this.
no. It's like I was at a party with Chris one time, and like I just was standing next to him, and then he just said something along the line, like I don't know what it was, but it was like, how many people do you think like such and such could kill before like somebody like noticed it? And to me, that was the
Sounds
greatest
like
thing ever
something
because
Chris
it's
would
like I know where he's coming from, where it's like you're at a really big social event and like everything is just like so you just kind of decide you're like, you know what, I'm gonna tune out for just a little bit and just think about whatever the fuck. Or like if you've ever been to a party and you become best friends with the animals there instead of actually talking to other people, or like you go to like another
if it's an adorable dog,
or you go to like another like a big family gathering for something and like there's little kids there and you're just like, oh, this kid's cool, he likes Batman, I'm gonna talk to this kid about Batman for a little while, and it's like, oh, I should probably talk to the owner of
I
the
always
home,
prefer
or
talking to animals or children
ditto.
other than other adults.
Yeah.
I just felt so awkward as a kid.
But it was just like
And to this day.
I don't know. There's something great. There's something I fucking love about Chris Damaris in that he's just on this like other plane of existence where he's always kind of thinking about something that everybody's probably thought about in the back of his mind, but he grabs it and pulls it to the front.
So I have a funny Chris Damaris story.
Oh, please.
This is actually just last night. I think yesterday was Sunday, right? So it was Zach Ander's birthday recently.
Hey.
And I guess Chris took it upon himself to organize a small birthday dinner for him, which he planned for Sunday night. So Saturday, he sends out an email to a few of us and says, hey, we're going to do dinner for Zach's birthday tomorrow night at so-and-so restaurant, 6:20 p.m. Let me know if you're in. And so I'm thinking, 6:20, pretty specific time. He must have made it.
It's probably a reservation.
Must have made a reservation.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
We're on our way there, and Aaron says he gets a message from Chris that says, hey, when you get there, could you get a table for 8?
Oh my god.
And
I'm sorry.
We went to like
Saturday night.
a very popular restaurant. And I go, I mean, you mean he wants us to get our table of 8 when we get there? He goes, he just said get a table of 8. Did not make a reservation. So we get there and they're like, it's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour.
The most
And we're
amazing
like, cool, because there's no place to wait inside and it's 45 degrees outside.
the most amazing part of that story to me is that Aaron got a message.
I knew.
Wait, you're right. I was like, did he get text messaging? Did you convert him?
No, of course not. He has Google, whatever that messaging system is.
WhatsApp.
And he has WhatsApp.
You have so
Okay.
much power now. Make him convert.
Here's what I don't understand.
I text Chris
and I know
sometimes when I
Aaron.
reach
I know
Aaron.
you're watching this. You have WhatsApp. You have Google stuff. You have email. You have all these various forms of messaging that all these people message you on. So it's like a problem for you to have to find where people message you. Just get text messaging, and everyone will be in one spot. It'll be convenient for you.
I can text you dank memes.
Aaron, we can have group chats, and I'll name them whatever you want. I'll let you name them all. Why not?
Ooh, that's nice.
Just throwing it out there.
That's a bargain. I'd take you up on that, Gus.
You want to
Aaron.
let's start. We can have a group chat with you, me, and Aaron.
Oh, I would love that. That would
Yeah.
be great.
And
Aaron
Aaron
can name
gets
it
to name it. Yeah,
If he shows up.
we're saving you a spot.
It's convenient.
He was tweeting at you earlier.
I know, I
saying
saw.
You shouldn't tell dinner stories.
Yeah.
You broke the code.
I broke the code.
The bro code.
Yeah.
What the fuck
So-
goes on
no,
during dinner?
You don't want to know.
Jesus Christ.
Someone's commenting that about our sweaters, saying that Christmas is after Thanksgiving. We already covered that at the
I
beginning
know.
of the podcast.
I was very passionate in this discussion, but
Thanksgiving
reindeer's fucking.
is late this year.
Also, I don't know if you know this. Black Friday is this Friday. Isn't that when everyone does their Christmas shopping?
Well,
It's when
traditionally you put up
it's
the
when-
tree, right?
So
like that
that's this
Friday
week.
morning.
It's when humanity resorts back to its primal instincts and people are trampled.
It's like
for the
watching
lowest prices.
Yeah, like cavemen go to war
It's
over
like-
like plasma TVs. It's the weirdest juxtaposition of like old like basal mentality and like
It is
technology.
weird to me
Black
that
Friday.
anybody would do that willingly.
Yum.
Like I look at that and I'm just like, nope.
I mean, people.
I am not going to get involved in that.
People die.
Yeah, no, people
like,
fucking
trample.
die.
It's like what about that is appealing? Like sure, you'll get
Bargains.
50% off, 20% off something.
Then here's the fucked up thing too is once it became such like a horrible issue, there's some people that are like, dude, do you want to fucking make a Black Friday run? It'll be so intense, right? Like people just like, oh, dude, let's fucking do that. And bro's like, oh, bro, fuck yeah,
wake
Black
up, do
Friday.
a lot of cocaine.
Samsung. Like they
like-
get hyped up about it.
It's like
going
CrossFit
to
exercise.
Fucking exactly. People are like, oh, you want to do the mud run? Oh, it'll be crazy. Now it's like, do you want to go to Walmart at fucking 2 a.m. on Friday? Bro!
We're like riding with the bulls.
I just
Fuck,
like
man.
The Bulls.
they have the same sales online usually.
Yes.
They have the
Cyber Monday now.
no, but also even Black Friday they have like pretty
Yeah.
much the exact same things on sale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like sit at home in your underwear eating Cheetos and buy a TV
I'll eat Fritos.
or
I'm over
Fritos.
Doritos, man.
I like chili cheese Fritos. My wife was getting mad at me the other day because, hey, take it back. So when I play, I love chili cheese Fritos. It's a free one for you guys.
Oh, is this going to be about... I
So-
think I know where this is going.
I like them, but the problem with them is they're like covered in like that chili cheese powder.
That's
so
I'm going to look up the definition for that. That's called something.
when I'm playing like Xbox, it's like I don't want my hands to get all fucked up and dirty, and then I don't want to get my controller dirty. So I end up pouring the bag of chips into my mouth, and Esther always gets so fucking mad at me. She says it's gross, and then I'm breathing on all the chips. I was like, it's hygienic. It's like the cleanest way. Like I'm just pouring it in. It's not like
Yeah.
this backwash. Yeah, the dust. Look at it. It's crazy.
It's a lot of dust.
It's called something. I can't think of what it's called. It's called like
I just
sheet.
don't want to get that schmutz all over my fingers.
Schmutz.
Schmutz.
Gus.
A schmeckle of Fritos.
Schmeckle.
I just don't.
I think that means penis.
A schmeckle?
Look at his little schmeckle.
Oh,
You're-
man.
you're
what if it's a
afraid you're
big
gonna-
schmeckle, though? Look at that schmeckle.
You're afraid
Schmuckle.
of like choking to death doing that?
I'm not a
Cheetle.
fucking baby.
It's called
No,
Cheetle.
but if it's like you're like, all right, I won a 2, and then all of a sudden they just like charge.
that only
at
happens
you.
with ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
It's like
When you're doing the like
holds-
tap against your
holds.
teeth right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't choke. It would just fall all over my face and make a mess.
No, but if it like
and
my God,
again,
in your mouth,
I'm not 10 years old. I'm not a fucking baby.
It can happen. That's my biggest fear
Lots
in
of things
death.
can
That is your
happen.
That's
biggest
my biggest
fear?
fear in death is like dying in a way where it's like a front page post on Reddit of like
Oh,
the
yeah.
dumbest way
Okay.
somebody could die, like a Darwin Award.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
First off, that powder's called Cheetle. Cheetle. Cheetle.
Yeah, that sounds like Chettle.
You don't want that Cheetle all over your
C-H-E-T-
Cheetle.
Okay.
You don't want that Cheetle on,
Is
your,
it-
on your Xbox
Is
controller.
That's a character in
Yeah. Is he like Iron Man's sidekick?
Don Cheadle.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
All
right, Miles
that's
doesn't
it.
know actors.
Yeah, I don't
forgot.
know who
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah,
that
yeah.
is.
I always forget.
The black guy? Got
Very
it. All right,
good. There you
cool.
go.
Nice. He's Nick Fury too, right?
One guy in the studio laughed a
Oh my
little too hard on
God.
that
You're
one.
racist if you're laughing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Fuck.
Only
Cheetle.
little.
What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the thought of like the worst way of being found dead.
Yeah.
Definitely either taking a shit or masturbating, right?
Well, I would say, I was, Fat Elvis, how he died.
Yeah. Fat and Elvis.
On the toilet. Yeah.
yeah. Also that.
Schmeckle is the Yiddish term for penis.
I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, schmeckle.
Thanks,
You ever watch-
Hamid Lalani on Twitter for sending that to us.
You ever like one of the most addictive shows, 1,000 Ways to Die? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I've never
that's a
seen
great
a single
show.
episode.
I don't
of
even
that.
know how much of it was real, but they like do reenactments, like super cheesy reenactments of like really dumb ways
Man.
people have died. And then they have these like graphic artists that create like really dumb like skeletons showing you like a giant rod going
Oh,
through
come
someone's
on.
brain. And it's just like it's just like dark humor. And it's just like I can't stop
I
watching
think that's
it.
just dark and you're a bad person.
no I'm doubting that.
When again, I'm really old. This is like the recurring theme for this podcast. When I was young, I remember like a friend of mine had a Faces of Death VHS tape, which like back in the day it's basically just like supposedly footage of people dying in awful ways. That's just like
E-Bomb's World, got it.
yeah, right. And it was like one of the most shocking things in the world. I think he showed it to me when I was like, I don't know, like 10.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, like at a sleepover, and it was like watching people die. It's just like absolutely horrifying.
What's
Usually
the
they
one?
sh-
it-
I mean,
usually
I don't know if
what's-
it's going to get
what's
too
the
dark,
one?
but what's the one that stays with you?
The dude getting eaten by alligators?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. To this day, it's been decades, and I'm still like, man, that guy got eaten. Like, no, I didn't need to see that.
Do you remember the kid who like got out of a moving car and he like
Oh,
opens the door,
no.
falls out, and then you immediately see like a parked car like
Oh,
hit him.
I've seen
and
that.
he just kind of like bends.
Yeah.
There's things
Kid,
that
if you're
like
watching, thank you for all the
eye bleach
good
doesn't
times.
exist. Unfortunately, there's some things that
eye
you
bleach.
just can't take
Oh.
back, man.
Yeah.
The alligators is
There's-
we probably shouldn't
Yeah,
get into
I mean,
the
there's
super dark
there's,
morbid
there's a bunch
shit.
of fucked, and of course now the internet, you see that shit all the time. Like,
Well, Reddit 50/50.
There's, like,
there- there's so many terrible
Or there's
things.
a
I've seen.
subreddit called "Watch People Die."
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked
That's
up.
Aaron-
fucked up.
I can't see that shit.
Aaron
anymore.
would go through Aaron Zach would just go through the what the fuck subreddit all the time, and I'd be like, "Hey, what are you looking at?" And she'd be like, "This." I'm like, "Oh my fuck, why?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
you
that
been to the-
weird instinct that like you want to look at it, but you don't want to look at it, but you do.
I have that with bad smells. Like I'll be
Hey,
like,
have I got a Ziploc bag for you?
no, no. Carrie and I do that. He'll be like, oh man, this is really gross. This was so one of the first time when we were writing Ruby Volume 1.
Oh no.
No, I don't think you have. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just took my feet off. My feet stink. And I was like, nah, dude, I have like the worst feet ever. And he goes, dude, my feet smell like malt vinegar when they're like really bad. I go, dude, my feet smell like malt vinegar when
Did
they're
you
like
guys
really bad.
rub them together?
No. He was like, no, they fucking don't. I was like, dude, smell my sock. He was like, ah. And then he was like, oh, fuck, it does. I was like, let me smell yours. Oh, dude, it does. That's so fucking gross. Anyway, we should probably get to work.
I did not need to know that detail about you.
I don't know. There's something like, it's just like, oh, this smells awful. Dude, come here. Like there's, I don't know. Maybe.
That
No,
happens.
I'm fucking weird. Okay.
When we were at the puzzle room, Esther was doing this thing with smells.
Oh yeah.
What was the like? It was rotten egg or something.
Something like that. Oh no, it wasn't rotten. It was like foul. It was let's label something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, smell it. And I was like about to smell it. And I think it was you who were like, no. Like, she's trying to fuck with you.
Yeah, like she opened it from across the room, and I was like, "Oh God, what is that?" And she was like, "Oh."
It's like you have to get somebody else to experience
That's-
it.
I think that's what
it's
it
like,
is.
What is it, what is it, The Ring?
Oh, and you want to show someone like
Yeah, it's like you have to have someone else watch it or you'll die in 7 days.
oh, is that how you pass it on? It's like it follows?
Yeah, you have to
I
pass it
never
on. It's
actually
like
saw
you
that.
like someone else has to like experience this.
that's a mean thing to do.
Got it.
I feel like there was a period in time, like right when The Ring came out, there was a period in time where Japan was making like all these crazy horror movies that were then getting adapted and then remade
Yeah.
and made shittier in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like there was
the
like
cell
Sarah
phone
Michelle
one,
Gellar
there was,
one, like The House or something.
no,
The
that
Audition.
was that was
The Ghost House. No,
The Grudge?
The Grudge.
Grudge.
Ju-on, The Grudge.
Yeah.
So the worst part about The Grudge was, and you should ask Jeff about this.
there a
At the
kid
time,
meowing that?
I was living in an apartment off of Enfield, and I had like an attic and a crawl space and everything that was laid out just like the movie. Like it looked like they could have filmed those scenes in my apartment. And then like after the movie came out, Jack came over one time and was like, he was like looking around like, I can't come here anymore. He's like, your apartment's terrifying. This looks just like The Grudge.
Fuck that, man.
Have you ever played the game called The Park
No, what is
or
that?
heard of it before?
What is that?
I played it with John on Saturday night. It's a PC game. It's really short. It only took us like 30 or 45 minutes to go through.
The Park?
But it's a story about this mom and her son. And the mom, I don't know, like she's schizophrenic or like just off.
Not there.
She's on Medicaid. Like, I don't know. She's not there. I think she just came out of like an insane asylum.
Oh, that's nice.
But her kid like runs into the park and she like has to chase him down. And it's like all of a sudden it's nighttime. And it was the scariest game I've ever played.
Scarier than PT?
really?
Scarier than PT, actually.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Only because
Bold claim.
That
there
is.
was-
Dude.
PT
Actually,
fucked me for a month.
PT was
Yeah,
pretty
I got
scary.
addicted to it too. Like I couldn't stop.
That
And it
game.
was so scary.
Did we talk about the first night we played that? Did we ever talk about that?
Uh-huh.
I think you did. It was like in animation. It was like 3 a.m. and it had just
so
come out.
So the way that they introduced PT I thought was fascinating. They had the Sony press conference. They're talking Uncharted 4, all this, all that. And the end of the press conference they go, oh, also there's a horror teaser called PT. It's available now for download. And that was that. I saw it on Reddit. I told Carrie, I was like, hey man, you just got a PS4. You've got it here at the office. We're gonna be working late tonight. You should download this thing while we work, and we'll play it tonight. And we're like, yeah, that sounds cool. So 11 o'clock rolls around. We started playing it. We played that game until 4:30 in the morning, and like the entire animation department, which is like huge, at that time, everybody had stopped working, crowded around the monitor in the parlor. All lights were off. I remember Dustin.
Who was controlling it?
We kept taking turns. We called it sitting in the hot seat because we couldn't. Like, we would have to switch out as myself, Carrie, Paco were like the three I remember the most. And I remember that was when we had the honey wagon too. And Dustin goes outside. He goes, "If any of y'all motherfuckers mess with me, I will beat the shit out of you. I'm not joking." And I went out at one point and I forgot my key card or something, so I had to walk through that really dark alley between the air conditioning machine. I sprinted through that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go home because I knew I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. So I was like, I'll just work. I'll get my second win. It'll be fine. I fell asleep at my desk, woke up at 5:30, gave up, drove home. We'd just gotten Watson. And I was like, thank God I have a dog. I turned on all the lights when I got home. I took the Watson out of the cage. I was like, Aaron, you're not going to wake up and kill me, right? Okay, cool. She was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm sorry. Just go back. You're fine. You're fine.
Puppy.
That game fucked my shit up, dude. I've never been more affected by something in my life.
Have you seen
Don't play it now.
Oh no, this is the Achievement Hunter guys.
I think
playing
like we all kind of did like Let's Plays of this. It was Chris and I, and then I think Barbara and Gus.
Me and Gus did a run through.
Have you ever seen the Hue bulbs? The Hue light bulbs?
Yep.
There's a setting on a third-party app where like you start it and it's just like the slow pulsating red light like you see in the game. And if that was synced up and I didn't know, like I just knew like, oh yeah, my lights will respond to the game, and that started, I would end.
Yeah.
Like I would shut down. But like I got addicted to that game. I kept playing it because I couldn't win.
There's something, obviously the fact that the whole Konami thing went down, the game got canceled, it got removed. Obviously that sucks. It sucks that you can't go and re-download this game. I was pissed. I didn't have it on my hard drive when it took it down, so I can't get it back. And this was like, as much as I hate it, I fucking love PT. I have a huge love and respect for horror games.
It's also really well made.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And like when you think about it too, it was just supposed to be this demo, so they can't put a ton of time into it. They reuse the same set from a fucking economical standpoint. It's fucking genius.
Yeah.
But what I think is kind of cool now though is that this game doesn't exist anymore. Like, you can't get this game.
It
only exists on certain. It's like the fucking Ring tape. It only exists on a few hard drives, and if you have it, like, so it got taken away. And
Did it ever exist, Miles?
yeah, we have video evidence.
Did you ever make your mom play it?
My fucking mom scared the shit out of us. I visited home one time with a few friends, and we were playing it, and my mom went outside and threw a rock at the window while we were playing and scared the shit out of all of us.
Your mom is a troll.
She's a super troll.
I was
I
trying
am
to get,
impressed, Mrs. Luna.
Yeah, you're okay.
I got Paula to like try playing it, and I just wanted her to play up to the point where like the ghost or like, you know, the ghost comes out and eats you. And like it was taking forever.
You
and
can
she
get
kept
past
throwing
it.
the controller. She kept going, no. And I finally like promised her dance classes if she would keep playing it, just because I wanted to get to that moment so
You are a
bad.
sadist.
What kind of dance classes did you take?
I don't know. We haven't done it yet.
It was couples therapy.
We never got to that point.
You can make
I
it through
scare
the
her
whole
a lot.
thing. What?
Yeah, like I'll
Like
just
how?
like jump out of like corners.
John and I.
And we have this great thing now where like the bathroom, we have a bathroom and there's two doors. Like there's a door into the bedroom and a door into the living room. So I'll like go into the bedroom and like call her. And then like as she's on the way, I'll like run through the bathroom and then go behind her as she enters the
You're
bedroom.
such an
And be like,
asshole.
boogie, boogie, boogie.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
It's like you're scaring a 4-year-old.
Does it work?
Yeah, she gets really scared. And sometimes she knows it's coming.
Oh shit!
Boogie,
I'm so
boogie,
boogie.
boogie.
What the fuck?
That's gonna be our thumbnail for this week. Boogie,
Boogie,
Archie Podcast 351. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks says, "Hey."
It's just
That's how he got
crazy
it.
Brandon, a really sad picture of Tom Hanks. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
It's like he was on the podcast.
Hey, I gotta read this thing. I want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by
Aaron Marquis tweets, "The more messaging apps I have, the easier it is to say I didn't get a message, especially from Gus."
We all know that. I mean, you're not fooling anyone, Aaron. We know
So,
that's what you're doing.
I just text Chris.
I think all
And I'm
we
like,
should
tell
do
Aaron
is
this.
just stop trying to talk to Aaron until he becomes so desperate
Yeah.
for human interaction that he goes, "Hey guys, look, I got texting now." Can we
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
let's Scrooge him, like nobody, like as if like he's not even there. Nobody like acknowledge his existence.
I will do this.
Bump it.
Bump it. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Boogie, boogie. You gotta put your hands up. And...
I
Is that
One
the
more
move?
time.
I was having.
Aw.
Oh, it's good to him. That time, be quiet. So Barbara was laughing at me earlier because I was just
gonna
having
bring that
a
up.
bad fucking day.
Yeah,
I've had a
what was
bad
the
couple
story
of
with
days
that,
in a row.
man?
Like I had a bad couple of days last week. I had a bad day. Let's just like technical problems, which is the worst fucking thing in the world. I was making some stuff in Photoshop earlier, and I'm terrible at Photoshop. So anytime I open up Photoshop, it's like, well, it's gonna take me 10 times longer than it should, but here we go.
MS Paint.
Yep.
Hit that up.
After about 30 minutes, I'm like working on something. Like, all right, here we go. Time to export it. Then Photoshop just disappears. I'm like, motherfucker.
Did you save?
Nope.
Oh,
No
God.
saving.
Command S,
Like-
Control S. What are you doing?
30 minutes. I was like, it'll be real fast. 30 minutes, I'll be done. Nope, just gone.
No.
Then later, I was typing up an email. I spent it was a complicated email with tons of URLs. Took about I was about 15 minutes in,
see
and
what
then my mail program just disappeared. And I was
That's
like, not the end of the world, right? It'll be in my drafts. Nope. Drafts was empty.
maybe
Nothing in there.
Maybe you're losing your mind. Maybe these things didn't actually exist.
Yeah.
I just started banging my mouse into my desk, just like.
Was this before or after what I think you're going to talk about happened
I don't. Probably after. What are you thinking?
at lunch?
Yep, that's exactly where I was going with this.
What happened to lunch?
Barbara knows. So I was like, we picked up some food. I had a really busy day, so I picked up something I was just gonna eat real fast in my office, and I set my food down on the desk, and I'm like, oh, I need some napkins. So I go over to the other desk because there's some napkins there. Like, I'm a big slob. I'm gonna spill it all over the place, so I need to make sure I have napkins. I got like my first bite of pasta, put it to my mouth, and it just fell all off the fork like right into my lap, and I was like, motherfucker! I was so fucking mad.
Little
I've
things
never
build up like
I
that.
hardly ever see someone freak out about like spilling sauce or something on themselves, but you're just like, fuck.
I
These are
like
dry
these-
clean only.
I
And
like
you're
these
just like,
pants. I was so mad. It was like a cream sauce, and it's just like right on my dick, so it looks like I jizzed them. And I was like, God, you can still kind of see it right there. I was so fucking mad.
See? It's a little jizzy. It's a
little
little
jizzy right there.
So it's
jizzy.
Alfredo or marinara?
Sounds like an Alfredo.
Yeah, it was like an Alfredo.
he was
yeah,
pouting
no,
the
that's-
rest of the day. It was great.
No, I mean shit like that builds up. It's like you think to yourself, it's like, oh, it's just a little thing, but you know what? Things could be worse. But then those little fucking things keep happening. Like our fucking messaging system today was being an asshole. It wouldn't connect, so then I closed it. But then it kept reopening itself and trying to be like, no, I can connect. Let me do it. And that shit just builds up, and then you have a bad day. That's all it is, man.
It keeps creating random
Yeah.
groups and inviting everybody to
It's
it.
weird how that happened.
Now that I think about it, I think mine probably did that.
Somehow I think it's Brandon's fault that
Little
it crashed.
things like that happen. That's why little good things are good.
No, I know what you're saying though. It's like not today.
Not today.
Why? For me, it's just stuff in the real world when I have to use my hands, like dropping shit. Like, you know, like I'm the ultimate. Like I cannot hammer stuff. Like that to me just epitomizes my abilities with just being clumsy. And it's always stuff like that that'll pop up, and it's just like I don't understand why this has to happen today.
The worst thing, I think one of the most disheartening moments of my young life was spending a whole lot of time making a really nice meal, setting it on the counter, turning to do something, moving back to the counter, and immediately knocking the entire thing on the floor like
Yeah.
fresh out of the oven.
Still
it was
eat
just like,
it.
what?
Were you
It was
single?
like a casserole type thing. So it was just like,
Were you single when that happened?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, because I've been there. You're just like, I made this beautiful dinner for myself,
And no one else.
and I dropped it on the floor.
That happens with cereal and me a lot, where I'll make a bowl of cereal and I'll put it down on my coffee table.
Make a bowl of cereal.
I'll create a bowl of cereal.
I poured two things into a bowl. I made it.
How else would you say? Would you say put together a bowl of cereal?
That's a
Got a
good- she
bowl of
make-
cereal? I don't
Okay,
know.
I got a bowl of cereal. Put it on my coffee table. And then you stand up and then you hit it and then everything just pours out, including all the milk.
Yeah.
That's like, that has happened to me more times than I can count.
I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but I've got a problem where, and this is going to sound really ridiculous, I can't taste when milk is spoiled. Like I'm not talking like
Sure.
curdled and
No.
chunky. But I'm
I
talking like-
know where you're
Yeah.
like, it's that fear of like, I'm not sure this is good. It expires tomorrow, but
Yeah.
is it filmier?
One time when I was in high school, I got a bowl of cereal, and I ate it before.
What'd you do with that bowl of cereal?
I ate it before going to school. And I remember like I was getting ready to leave and my sister walks into the kitchen and she pulls the milk out of the fridge and it's like, oh my God, this milk stinks. It's really bad. I was like, is this? It is? She was like, yeah. Oh, I can't. You got to throw this away. I was like, oh, shit. So then like I went to school. I was like, I know I'm going to get really sick at some point. So before class, I would go into class and be like, hey, tell the teacher, like, listen, this sounds really crazy. I ate a bowl of cereal with really expired milk. So if I get sick, can I just like run out of the class, like without having to ask for permission? They're like, yeah, it's cool. And sure enough, like by about third period, I was like, uh-oh. And it was like the kind of thing where just like running down the hall, like, oh God, please let me make it. And I made it. I made it, thank God.
Was it projectile?
They're like, what happened to Gus? And they're
terrible.
like, he got a bowl of bad cereal.
And I've also told this story before, how the high school I went to had no doors on the stalls in the bathroom. Maybe this is this might lead to why I don't want to use the bathroom.
I'm seeing some
Scarred you
connections.
for
Yeah,
life.
so it's like projectile liquid with like no door, like Dumb and Dumber style, like feet up in the air.
Oh, no.
But more recently, a couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, I was at home and I don't know, I was eating some cookies. I was like, oh, what would go good with these cookies? Some milk. So like I poured myself a big glass of milk and I'm like sitting there in the kitchen, like eating cookies, drinking milk. And my wife walks in. She's like, oh, can I have a little bit of that milk? I just want like a drink. I don't make a whole glass. Like, yeah, sure, here you go. So I handed it to her and she like takes a big drink and she like spits it out like into the sink. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What'd you give me? I was like, it's a glass of milk. She goes, oh, you're not fucking with me? This milk's really spoiled. And I was like, well, I don't know. I can't tell.
Jesus.
Gross, man.
Do you not look at the date?
I figure it's good. Like, I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and
It's like
sometimes just like cereal tastes a little weird. Like
I'm
you don't go directly
super-
from, or just like maybe my palate's a little bit different today.
maybe the cereal went bad.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's like a combination of taste. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like, yeah.
I'm super
I had
sensitive.
like a mint before I ate.
Yeah.
now
when it
it's-
comes to spoiled stuff, I can't handle it. Like spoiled milk or any like rotting vegetables or fruit.
I don't
Like
do
even
mold.
if
I don't do
if
mold.
there's
that
like
girl thing?
I don't know, if there's like a whole like basket of strawberries that I have and one of them has mold on it, I'll throw the whole thing
You
out.
eat
Contagion.
around
That's
it.
a quarantine scenario.
You eat around
That's
it.
patient zero.
Yeah.
Fucking spreading
I
that
think you're
shit.
supposed to do that because like the spores are then on everything else in there.
Okay.
Are they?
I just thought I
Yes.
was being like overly cautious.
No, I think you're supposed you are doing the correct thing.
Oh, well,
I remember. I made a whole bunch of sandwiches for like we were going somewhere, so I was making sandwiches for a bunch of people. And when I got to the end of the bread, because of the packaging, I couldn't see it, but the last two pieces were like nasty, moldy. I couldn't.
Oh,
I want to say I didn't give those sandwiches to people, but to be honest, I can't remember. It was the Schlitterbahn trip, by the way. I don't think I gave you guys those sandwiches.
I
I
was
think
on
I
that
made
trip.
new ones. But I was just like, fucking, why'd you have to wait till the Swiss and everything
That
was
was
in
a fun
place?
trip.
That's a great trip.
Well, you love every trip to Schlitterbahn. I don't know anybody that loves anything as much as you love Schlitterbahn.
It makes
that
me
in Vegas.
happy.
Brandon has like
Oh
a
god,
Hold- wait.
Schlitterbahn in Vegas.
One of them has to be destroyed forever. Is it Las Vegas or Schlitterbahn?
Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn.
man.
Okay.
So one time when
People
I
live in
grew
Vegas.
up out on
No
the
one lives
border,
in Schlitterbahn.
a couple
get wet in Vegas.
a couple hours away from San Antonio, and one time when I was in 6th grade, SeaWorld had just opened in San Antonio, so it's like a class field trip. Like, oh, we're gonna go to SeaWorld, so whatever. We get in the school bus, we drive like 2.5 hours to fucking San Antonio to go see some stupid whales.
Tell you're really excited about it.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, like the cafeteria workers at the school I went to, like as part of the field trip, they made sandwiches for everyone, so we could all eat sandwiches when we got there for lunch.
Okay.
But of course, like we get there and everyone's like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna eat the sandwiches." So nobody that I know, nobody on the trip actually ate the sandwiches. The sandwiches were all in a cooler on the bus that they didn't bother putting ice in, and there was mayonnaise on the sandwiches. So I guess like they'd been in the bus for a while, and we're all in SeaWorld, and the bus driver's waiting for us, like in the bus. And I guess he gets hungry, so he decides to eat the sandwiches in the ice chest, since we're not eating them. So he eats them, whatever. We spend
Fuck those kids.
we spend our day at SeaWorld, and then we start
Oh,
driving back like the
God.
2.5 hours to go back home. We get about 10 minutes outside of San Antonio, and the bus has to pull over. And then about 5 minutes later, an ambulance shows up
Oh my
to
god.
pick up the bus driver. So then we had to wait at a rest stop outside of San Antonio for like 2.5 hours
What?
for a bus driver from my hometown to come out to where we were,
Oh
get
my
in the bus,
God.
and then drive us
What
back
was
home.
happening to him that they had to call an
I
ambulance? He was
guess
just throwing.
the mayonnaise must have gone bad, and he was like, he got some kind of food poisoning.
He had.
What was he-
I'm sorry. Fuck, dude.
Oh.
Yeah,
Jesus.
So there's like this one rest stop outside of San Antonio. Every time I drive past to this day, I'm like, yep, that was the place.
Never forget.
2.5 hours
God damn,
wasted
man.
there.
I could not get Billy Madison out of my head as you were describing that entire scenario.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, food poisoning doesn't fuck around.
Nope.
London 2015. Or was it 14? I don't remember.
That's still one of my
14.
favorite stories you've ever told on the podcast.
It was
Of
one
you
of
and
the
that
worst
shrimp.
moments of my entire life.
What'd you eat?
It was Indian shrimp, and then combine that with low blood sugar and dehydration for drinking from 2 days.
Was it
and
the Indian place right there by the convention center?
I don't remember. There's so much of that trip I don't remember from just being in a horrible haze. I just remember it was like whoever our like contact was in the UK was like, "Oh, you got to try this Indian place. It's amazing." And I wanted to hit him really hard the next day. He was like, "I don't understand." I was like, "I fuck you, you piece of shit." Oh God. Sorry, I now have the 1,000-yard stare, man. Fuck.
Now I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
Is there
I kinda
still
want
pizza?
shrimp.
You want some?
There is some pizza. You want me to get you a slice?
Yeah.
What slice? Cheese, pepperoni.
So
I don't want to spill it.
in that Five Nights at Freddy immersion, Michael and Gavin find a slice of pizza that was in the set. Where did that pizza come from? Like they said, oh, it's probably Gus's pizza. That was not my pizza. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Was that before or after the Extra Life stream?
They must have ordered it. It was
before?
Okay. I was trying to remember how because we had a lot of leftover
Yeah,
pizza.
we
it was
filmed that before.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember the Fallout thing. Like Michael straight up just found that old beer and decided
Yeah,
to
they did
drink
not
it.
place that there.
That was not like a gag.
No,
yeah.
it was literally like a 30-year-old can of beer.
Because that entire house they were in was just a giant prop house.
That was
there were
gross.
thousands,
So he stole.
thousands of little random items in there. But yeah,
Did you see the sponsor version that me and Lindsay did of the walkthrough of Five Nights?
That looks so fun.
The problem is that nobody would tell me a thing because they knew Lindsay and I were going to run through the game.
Right.
And I know how much people at this office like to fuck with you. So I'm just thinking like the game itself probably not going to be very scary. But people are going to try to jump out at us or like use the cattle prod on us or whatever. So I was amped up the entire day and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But then it turned out not to be so
You
bad.
were so worried.
Yeah, I was pacing all day the day we filmed it.
Michael was telling me it was fucking horrifying.
That set
crazy.
was fucking amazing.
Dude,
Yeah.
seriously, shout out to everybody that worked on that immersion.
so
That was
incredible.
incredible. I was
Yeah.
watching Marcus and Tim like just get increasingly giddy as the days were counting down to that thing, man.
They did a
like,
really good job.
God damn,
yeah, it's
they
by
did a
far
good
the
job.
best thing we've ever shot in here.
It was
Best
fucking
looking thing.
cool.
It looks so good.
Should
Yeah,
we,
immersion this season's shaping up pretty neat.
Should we talk about the store and what's going on
Oh,
this week?
yes. Thank you. I totally forgot.
You're welcome.
So we are currently having a sale in the Rooster Teeth store. 15% off everything until November 30th.
IR shit.
Miles is modeling it over there.
Yeah.
Locust is boss.
Whenever you're showing off something, why do you lean back? You did the same thing with the sweater earlier.
don't
That's
know.
not how it fucking works.
There you go.
So 15% off everything in the store. Go check it out. Cut to him. He's doing the thing. Yeah, there you go. We
in the camera.
I don't know what else to say. So we got all of our stuff, all the Funhouse stuff, Screw Attack, Achievement Hunter. Buy it. Or don't.
Yep.
I'm not the boss of you.
We also put out a new holiday short,
That was a fun one.
like we do every year.
Gosh, it was nice to shoot an entire video in a soundstage.
Yeah.
I had a very distinct Rooster Teeth problem during that shoot.
Go on.
It was like a problem I don't think anybody else ever has at work. So for that shoot, I had to, get beer in a glass and like pour it all over my face. I actually did that twice. It was 2 different takes. And I wasn't wearing my clothes. I was wearing, all the merchandise that we were showing off. But the one bit of my own clothes I was wearing was my own underwear. So I poured that all over myself, and it's just like the beer just soaks through you. And so my underwear got covered in beer. And I was like, man, I've got beer all over my dick. Like I said that during the shoot, and people were like, I don't think anyone's probably ever said that at work before.
I have a similar thing. Last week, I left this part of stage 5, went back to animation, and went, I think my balls might be on the internet because we did that sponsored bit for Sports Ball where I had to wear socks. And that day I was wearing pants, so I was explaining how like before the show I was like, I don't know if it's gonna show off the socks very well. I could just take off my pants. That might be funny. And Tyler's like, yes, that sounds like a great idea. I'm Tyler Coe.
Whoa! When did you show up? Get off the podcast.
Fucking, if he's here, I fucking love you, Tyler.
Tyler and I had to do a.
Where is he?
He's right there.
I can't. Oh, there you are. I couldn't see him. It was like the voice of God.
It's like
Hello,
you
Miles.
feel the bass. It's like, where is it?
I actually felt like when you feel bass in your chest. Like if you're hearing loud music, like that's what happens.
He's so fucking. He's got that mask. That was the first thing I ever said to you. I walked into broadcast. I was looking for Patrick. I was like, "Hey, Patrick. Oh, hey, what's up? You new here?" And you were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I'm Miles, Tyler." I was like, "Nice to meet you, Tyler. You have the most masculine voice I've ever heard." Anyway, Patrick. Hey, I need for this. So we did this bit where like I walked across in just my boxers and these high, ridiculous-looking socks, and at one point they cut to Tyler in like a typical like anchor person shot. And I was like, oh, it'll be funny if I like throw my leg up there. So I throw my leg up there and it's fine. And then they cut to fucking camera 4, which was real low on the ground and looking into the dark abyss that was up my boxer shorts. And like, Amelia was like, whoa, I don't know if this is cool.
Zoom in and enhance, baby.
Dude, I was like,
camera,
I
my
walked
friend.
back. I was like, I think my balls are on the internet now. And people tried. Like, I got so many screenshots tweeted at me. It was very close. So Nutsack almost ended up on there. And because of that, though, so my mom, I did some tweet. It was like to try and like generate shit. I was like, hey, Tyler, please make sure that my exposed sack doesn't end up on this week's episode of Sports Ball. Okay, thanks, bye. My mom responds, oh boy, ... hashtag shakes my head or whatever. Tyler, the upstanding fucking gentleman that he is, replies that night, I'm sorry, Mrs. Luna. Miles was just trying to be a good friend. To which my mom responds, oh, it's okay.
Like
I'm
you're
sure you're well
talking
aware
his
of his for the kids shenanigans. And it could have ended there, but Tyler has to respond with, ha ha, yes, ma'am. And I'm just like,
they
this is the
texting
most, no,
each
this is
other
on Twitter.
directly?
It's all on Twitter. I'm
Oh,
just
I
like,
thought he was texting your mom.
no,
I was like,
Why would he
this
have
is
her
the most
number?
adorable conversation I've ever seen. God, look, we don't have to play the.
No, I have to see this.
So here we go. He's doing things.
Those are nice boxers.
I was doing. Oh, that was when I said goodbye. I think I don't know what it was. Yeah. But,
Way to find the right clip.
Good job. Who the fuck switched to camera 4 in there? Fess up now. Who was it?
It was Michael.
There we go.
What's her name? I don't see. You say it's fucking is it
Lindblad.
Nick? There's a TV.
It was
It's
Doug.
Mike. Oh, okay. Why?
I had a similar kind of
That's
feeling.
good camera
Oh,
switching.
here we go. Here it is. There's a. He edited in his face. Oh man. And it's like it's just like you said something beautiful. You said something fucking beautiful at the Rock Band 4 event that we did that I couldn't agree more with. And it was no, it was a good thing. This was not Cheese Master level. This was like good and this is nice Gus level. This was we just finished playing and we were watching Screwtack or somebody play. And you said we were talking about how many viewers were on. What was it? It was like 15,000 or something. I don't remember.
I think it was higher. I think it was close to 30.
It was like 30,000, and there are 30,000 people right now online that just watched you and your friends go up on a stage at a bar and play fake plastic instruments and have a good time doing it. Lady Gaga tries to get that many people to fill up the Frank Irwin Center when she comes to town. This is your job. And it was just like, it's fucking, we're the like luckiest people in the world that we get to just do and
also
say things like this.
during ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was during, that was it. It was during ACL.
Which is a big music
was like-
festival in Austin.
I
for
think
those who don't know.
everybody working here probably has that moment. Mine was when Daniel Fabella worked on Ruby Volume 1, and in 100% seriousness, I told him that shot needs more Velociraptor. And I was like, I'm at work right now.
I've got beer on my dick.
I had one of those.
On your schmeckle.
do you have one? Like,
I
what
can't
moment
remember a
is that?
serious one, but I remember kind of a silly one. Like it was on the same shoot. Like Gus was talking about. Tyler and I were in a shot together where Tyler had to chug. It wasn't just like a pint of beer. It was like a whole giant thing of beer. And we had to do multiple takes. And he was generally worried about vomiting. And I was like, no, Tyler, it's okay. It'll be really funny. So don't worry about it.
As long as you're filming
Just
it.
like, consoling coworker
I just like on that
about
shoot-
getting so sick physically you'll vomit, but like we'll record it and it'll be really funny.
Did you see me
play
during
with
this
it.
live stream during the Extra Life?
No.
I did.
We all did. We were afraid to mention your name.
We were like, I remember when you left, I was like, I tried to go talk to the camera, and I was like, is he back? Is he here right now?
I had to get you guys to fake taking those shots.
You were I don't think you got enough credit as being like team mom that night. Like you and Jack and Katie kept that shit on lockdown. Yeah, no, we were like getting ready to take 3 shots, and then Barbara's like, "What the fuck are you doing? He's not here. Just fake it and lie." I was like, "Oh, you're right, Barbara. Lying is the answer."
Because I knew Gus would come back and goes,
And you're like, "Did
"You
we do
didn't
it?
do 3 shots. I'm gonna make cheese."
I drank more than them.
Fuck
them.
Man, that was bad.
No.
What was bad was the hangover. I mean, that was one of the worst hangovers I've ever had
Shit.
in my life. That was terrible.
You're still a fun drunk though. You're not a mean drunk.
You're probably one of the most fun drunks I've ever met in my life. No matter how handsy you make it.
That may be the drunkest I've ever been in my life, and I'm glad that it was on the live stream and that we filmed it.
Think about how much money you raised by being a drunk asshole.
We saved some kids by me killing my liver.
Yeah. You
Worth
gave
it.
part of your
Inside.
life to them. It's poetic.
All right, well, it's about time to wrap up. So I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah. And
too much Fallout.
have a good Thanksgiving if you live in the U.S.
Yeah,
Yay.
be thankful
I
for
love
something.
you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for
I'm thankful
watching.
for that.
All you
Have some
schmeckles.
bottle caps. Go play Fallout.
So if you ever need a liver transplant, could you just